Hello, and welcome to the Knitting Pastor Vlogcast. I'm your host, Heather, and I am a United Methodist pastor of two small member congregations in rural mid-Michigan, and I am coming to you with my vlogcast, which I'm calling a vlogcast still, even though I haven't been really doing it that way recently, because you can still hear my voice and the fact that things are still not normal for me. So instead of doing the vlogs, I'm just recording once shorter videos at a time to kind of let my voice recoup a little bit before talking again. So welcome. If you are checking me out for the first time, thank you so much for checking me out. I don't normally sound like this. If you are coming back, thank you for returning and bearing with me through this challenging time of what is going on with my voice. And what is going on with me physically. So thank you for coming back and checking me out. So I am Heather. I live in a parsonage, which is a home owned by one of my churches with my two children, Abby, who is 15, and Philip, who is 10, and our Rhodesian Ridgeback, Flint. So I thought I would jump right into the knitting content this week. And then that way, if you're not really interested in the rest of what's been going on, you don't have to stick around for that. But you can tell I've got kind of a different setup at the moment because, and I will tell you a little bit what's going on with that. I set up a space to record for my churches for Advent. So this is my space that I'm setting up with, and I thought it made a good place to podcast as well. So here we are. So I'm going to start right off with knitting. I actually have 3 finished objects to show you, and I do not have any works in progress at the moment. So I'll start with the first and probably the least exciting, and it's a pair of vanilla socks. I didn't put these on sock blockers because they're just vanilla, but these are the socks. These are a pair of socks that I knit actually for Abby to give to one of her really good friends who really likes socks, and we thought that she might like a pair of socks. So I think Abby's going to give these to her for Christmas. The yarn is from Hedgehog Fibers. I have no idea what the colorway is. I think it may have been one of her potluck colorways. It was some leftovers that I had, and so I knit a pair of socks out of it for her friend, and I used, this is some yarn that I dyed for contrasting heels, cuffs, and toes, and I think these are really fitting and appropriate for a teenager, or anybody really, but especially for a teenager. So I finished those, and Abby will be gifting these shortly, I believe. The other thing that I finished, both of these you will have, well, I don't know if you saw the MKAL, but this will be familiar. I finished my spring cleaning shawl by Stephen West, and this is how that turned out. I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out. It's really quite big and quite nice. I really enjoyed this knit quite a bit. It's a really great stash buster. It uses up scraps. It uses up almost full skeins, and it just really, really uses things up nicely. The yarn is almost all from Molly of a Homespun House, with a couple of exceptions. So first there's this one, this purple that is from Molly. I believe that was a Christmas at Hogwarts colorway. This one, I don't remember where this yarn came from or what I knit with it. I just had some of it left and I thought it worked in here. This one is also from Molly of a Homespun House. I think this was a Harry Potter Club colorway. They're all from Harry Potter Club stuff. Is what this color is. Oh, this one also from Harry Potter. This one was also a Christmas at Hogwarts. This one is also a Molly one. And so is this one. This one was Halloween at Hogwarts. Are you noticing a theme? But then this last color that I added is from Once Upon a Corgi, Gabby. And this is her hearth colorway. And this is really gorgeous. It has stellina in it, and I'm not sure. Oh, that's making the lighting really weird. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see the stellina, but it is beautiful. And I just really like how this came together and how it turned out. I think it's really, really nice and quite stunning. So I am really pleased with that. The other project that I finished, I don't think I have shown, but it's the MKAL from Stephen West, Slipstravaganza. I don't remember if I've shown this, but it is done. It is blacked. I still have to snip off the ends, which shouldn't be too bad because I wove the ends in as I went. So I just need to like go and snip them. This thing is huge. And it's really cool, you guys. All right, here it is. This is the Slipstravaganza. Look at this thing. It is so monstrously huge, but it is so neat and so Stephen West, and I love it. I am so pleased with how this turned out. And it really has a lot of weight to it, so it's like really squishy and really warm. From just the techniques really have given it some depth. So really, really fun knit. The yarn is from Lolodidit, and I'm not going to remember the colorway names, but if you go to my Ravelry page, which will be linked down below, I have all the colorways in there. It was the Dowager Countess kit that she put together for it. But yeah, it just, and I got her Lolo favorite, which is the cashmere, so it's really soft and really luscious and really nice. Really, really, really pleased with how this turned out. I need to photograph it still, but it's done. I'm really happy with it. I'm keeping this one. I tend to give away my Stephen West mystery knit-alongs for whatever reason. I don't know why, because I usually like them, but then somebody else comes along that they really, really like them, and so I end up giving them away. I don't want to give that one away. I want to keep that one. So the only other thing that I've been working on is I've been trying to prepare because Advent is coming, and with it is Advent knitting. And I did order an Advent calendar from Legacy Fiber Arts, Sue and Chelsea, and so I have that. And I've been trying to decide what pattern I want to knit with that. And I think I've decided to go with the Land of Sweets cowl, which was from Helen Stewart's knit vent from 2 years ago. I looked at her knit vent. I got her knit vent this year, and I've always really loved her knit vent patterns. They've always been, the scrappy one for your Advent minis is always like really engaging and fun, and then the other ones just are things that really make great gift knits. They're like single skein projects. I have to confess that I'm a little disappointed this year. The cowl is like a really wide cowl, which isn't a style that I like. That's for the minis. And then the other things have been bigger projects than like quick gift knits. So I was a little bit disappointed. They're still beautiful projects. It's still Helen Stewart, and everything she does and designs is amazing. But I don't think it was quite what I was personally looking for knit vent. So I decided I'm going to go back a couple of years and knit the Land of Sweets cowl with my minis this year, which seems pretty manageable. The other thing that I got is this, which is from the Cozy Knitter, and this is a self-striping Advent pair of socks. So you would knit like one stripe every day for Advent. I haven't looked at this, obviously, it's still sealed. There are 2 identical 50-gram skeins in here for it, and I am excited to knit these and to do this because I think this will be really fun and it'll be quick and just a really nice thing to work on. But to get ready for this, I wanted to do contrasting heels, cuffs, and toes because it is self-striping. I wanted that to be like, you know, the body of the sock. So I have prepared my cuffs. They're ready to go. This is just like plain bare yarn. I'm actually using some Knit Picks Stroll that I had, but it's just plain bare yarn because I figured this will go with pretty much whatever this color scheme is. So my cuffs are ready. I have decided I believe I'm going to do an afterthought heel because of the striping pattern, and I won't necessarily know where exactly my foot is going to fall. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll do an afterthought heel and then do that white for the toes as well. So that is all ready to go. I still have a week, a little over a week before all of that starts. So I'm kind of like, what do I do? I have some yarn that I had ordered from Knit Picks because my brother wants a pair of socks and Philip would really like me to knit him a sweater. So I ordered yarn for those two projects and it's sitting at the post office and I haven't gone to pick it up yet. I need to do that tomorrow. Today is Sunday, November 23rd. I didn't say that. I apologize. And so I'll probably work on my brother's socks. They'll just be vanilla socks. I got him some Felici in greens because he likes green and I was having a hard time finding anything else. So, yeah. So that is what I've been working on. Now, if you are not interested in anything else, feel free to stop watching now. I'm going to talk a little bit about kids and my life and all of that. Oh, I will say before I sign off, I've been doing a lot of thinking about whether or not I wanted to do Vlogmas this year. Obviously, I've got the health issues that are going on, so I'm not doing a whole lot. Plus, it's pandemic, and you just can't do a whole lot anyway. But I decided I am going to go ahead and do Vlogmas. I'm not sure exactly how riveting any of it will be, but it's a tradition that I started and I really enjoyed doing it and I want to continue with that tradition. So I do plan to attempt to do Vlogmas. I will likely miss some days, but I want to give it a go. So that is the plan for Vlogmas. This will probably be the last video before Vlogmas starts. So you can look forward to that if you want to. So now if you only care about knitting, that's all that there is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you when Vlogmas starts. Okay, so as far as what has been going on with me, obviously I'm still struggling with my health. I do have an appointment December 8th with the Cleveland Clinic to go and kind of get some more comprehensive care to try to get a diagnosis and a plan of action. I'm still really struggling with fatigue, which is obviously affecting my voice quite a bit. So I apologize for the audio quality of this. There's not a lot I can do about it. So I'm going there for more answers. I haven't been able to be back inside my churches because it's too much. I can't stand and give a sermon twice. I just don't have it in me to do that. You know, I can't. Getting this set up, like, killed me. Like, done for like 2 days. So everything is really a big challenge. So I'm going there and I'm hoping to get some definitive answers and just a plan of how maybe I can start to feel better and get my voice back and get some energy back because I'm tired of it. So, but I have this set up because last week our Department of Public Health has asked to, basically they closed restaurants and bars and have limited in-person gatherings again. Our Department of Public Health has to do that because our state Supreme Court stripped our governor of the power to make any executive orders in this situation. And our legislature won't, legislature, there we go, words, won't really work with her. So I really feel bad for this woman. She's gotten so much flack for her efforts to try to minimize, the number of cases in Michigan, and there was a plot to kidnap her. It's been crazy. So we have kind of shut back down again, and my bishop for the United Methodist Church asked us to go back to online-only worship. The county health department sent out like this plea to churches to please worship online because they were seeing quite a few church-related outbreaks. So after all of that happened, we made the decision that we are going to go back to worshiping online. Now, I have had a retired elder filling in for me, and he's been wonderful, but he's not necessarily like tech savvy enough to do an online worship service. So I decided that I would try to put something together. I can record shorter videos, take breaks, and things like that, and put something together. Hence, this setup. So that's what I am going to attempt to do, and just get people through Advent, because that's an important time in the church, and to get shut down right at the beginning of it, that's a challenge, that's a problem. So that's kind of where I am at with all of those things. As far as the kids go, they are still doing school from home and online, and will continue at least until January 15th, I believe. And then from there, it really kind of depends on what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's the option to send them in person in like pods. I may consider that for Philip because he's younger and in a self-contained classroom. For Abby, because she's in high school, I don't know. I want to talk to her, and I want to talk to Philip's dad and kind of decide what we want to do. Because I don't know what to do. It's hard to know what the right course of action is. But for now, that's how they are. Abby's diving season did finish just before they stopped high schools and organized sports. She had a fantastic season. I'm so proud of her. I might put in some video of her last regular meet. She came so far and she worked so hard, and she did great. She even qualified for regionals, which is like between leagues and states, which we didn't expect to happen. She didn't do the greatest at regionals, but it was still a good experience for her, and it was unexpected, and it was really good. It was good for me too, because it gave me something to kind of distract me and focus my attention on. So, but that's all over with now. It was over with before all of this happened, but now it's definitely over with, and we're just trying to get through like everybody else. Thanksgiving is next week. The kids will be with their dads for Thanksgiving. My mom is going to come over, and my brother, and David, and I are going to do something, have a little dinner. She's picking up something from a local restaurant and bringing it over to me. My mom has been quarantining for the last couple of weeks. She was exposed at physical therapy. Fortunately, she's fine and never got the virus or anything like that. And we've all been really self-contained, and my brother lives with her. So we feel pretty safe getting together because of the practices that we have been, going through this whole time. And it's just the four of us, and we've been seeing each other through all of it. So we feel like that's we're being safe by doing that. We wouldn't do more than that, though. More than that becomes, like, that's just not good. So that's the plan for Thanksgiving. Yeah, so that's all that I have for you this week. Look for Vlogmas. There will probably be days missing, especially when I go to Cleveland. There probably won't be any videos uploaded, so watch for Vlogmas. I hope you are all staying healthy and staying safe. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving and are able to, celebrate it even in this strange and uncharacteristic way that we're having to go about things right now. So I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. For those of you in the U.S., for those of you not in the U.S., I hope the rest of your November is wonderful. Happy first Sunday of Advent, which will be next week, and I will see you for Vlogmas on December 1st. Until then, stay happy, stay safe, and keep knitting. Bye.